what's up? My name's Samuel Leeds. Welcome back to Winners on a Wednesday. I'm sat here with Darren and Ella from Della Estates, who have absolutely crushed it. They became financially free. They came on Winners on a Wednesday 2 years ago, but since then they've done millions of pounds worth of property deals, and literally even the house that we're sat in right now is one of their projects where they've made £115,000 tax-free profit. And in this interview, they're going to be giving you all of their top secrets. So guys, firstly, congratulations.
Thank you
so much.
You guys have been killing it over the last couple of years. How does it feel to be just like literally making hundreds and hundreds of thousands?
Oh, it's amazing. I just couldn't imagine my life to be like this now. Like 2 years ago, it was so different. And now we've just made 115 grand on this house.
One
it's
house
just
in
insane.
essentially 6 months.
And on the drive, you've got a Bentley, a Range Rover.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, all sorts. Honestly, I'm a little bit car mad.
Yeah. So what's the strongest reason? Because you guys work so hard. You've got a beautiful little daughter, Sienna, who's 5 years old. What's the reason? I mean, you've worked ridiculously hard. What is it that's kept you going over the last few years?
I don't know, just pure grit, I think.
Yeah.
Like we've just got our heads down and just got on with it. And like we want a nice life. We want to move abroad.
You are moving abroad?
Yeah, we are moving abroad.
Where are we moving?
So we're going to go to Mallorca.
When are you moving?
Well, as soon as this house sale goes through, because we're living in it at the moment.
Which will be what, 2 or 3 months?
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Nice. But does that mean that you're going to be retiring, or?
Definitely not.
Well, I think I want a bit of downtime just to like appreciate everything that we've done over the last couple of years. So what's the point if you can't, appreciate what you've done and, enjoy it?
You're saying that because you're tired right now.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit tired.
2 months into retirement, I can predict you're going to be like, right, next deal.
Well, I keep saying that's it, I'm going to retire, and I keep saying, then I'm going to retire and go and play golf and just get on the beach.
You can't, can you?
No, definitely not. Everyone has said, Darren, that is not you. That's not going to happen.
And that's what sometimes people say to me, why do you teach and do this and do that? And it's like, because when you've made a lot of money, suddenly it's not about the money, it's about the game. And it's about the fulfillment and the satisfaction.
100%.
So how many development deals have you done in the last couple of years?
10, I think.
This is our 10th property deal, isn't it?
And they've literally made a lot of them. We're going to talk about some of the challenges and some of the ones that haven't gone to plan. But on average, how much profit would you say you make every time you do a deal?
Average?
Flip-wise, BRRs and stuff, it's got to be, 50 to 100?
I mean, they're all pretty much over 50, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'd say in the middle, probably about 75.
The very first one was 25.
Oh, right, yeah, that was, the first deal.
The second one, Colebrook, was 60 or 80? 80 odd, I think.
60. I don't know, it feels like ages ago now.
That's like a full-time salary.
Yeah.
You just do it on a deal, and you've done 10 of them in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the Blackpool deal, because I want people to know the struggle can be real.
It can be real.
Yes, you've had some projects. You made 115 grand off this one tax-free. But talk to me about Blackpool and what happened, because that was a bit of a disaster. And I've been out to that property. I know it well. Yeah. It's a big old project. What happened?
Didn't quite go to plan. You're right, we've done 10 projects now, they can't all go to plan, of course. I say it didn't go to plan, we didn't make 200k like we wanted to. I think we literally ended up making a few grand, or breaking even. But the point with that project is it was mid-COVID. I think we got the keys and 3 days later they locked the country down, quite literally. We were on a fixed price, fixed term with the builder. And then obviously you had all the materials go through the roof. All of the builder's labour was like, my nan's cat's got COVID, I think I've got it, I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
So it really did go wrong in that sense. Don't get me wrong, we got the project finished, we exited.
Job done.
Yeah, and you have to. We spoke about this. It's like, because if you just say, oh man, I'm just gonna quit. No, you can't. And then it gives you a bad reputation.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. All of our investors were paid back with their interest, so
So are no money down deals possible?
110%.
Yes.
We constantly do it.
Right.
All the time. I think that's probably all we'll ever do from now on.
Yeah, 100%.
So why, when you've made maybe $1 million or whatever you've made in property, why would you not use your own money? Why would you keep borrowing money from investors when you can afford to do it yourself?
Because I don't want the driveway full of cars.
And I want horses.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just trying to understand. And obviously, look, I do the same thing, but I get asked that question a lot. People say, why do I'm worth 20 million. Why do I borrow people's money to do deals?
The thing is, if you have lots of deals on the go at the same time, you're using other people's to leverage that. If something does go wrong, you want to be in a position to be able to help that deal out, don't you? So why do a deal if you can't physically pay that back yourself?
And you can do 3 deals rather than 1. We've had like 3 deals on the go at the same time.
Why do 1 deal when you can do 10?
There you go.
Yeah, and it helps with cash flow. So say if you are using bridging or something, you need to fund a deal, you need to get someone paid, you can use that.
How much did you buy this house for that we're in?
165.
165. How much did you spend on the refurb?
125.
125.
Interest, say 300 total.
Yeah, and you sold it for how much?
415.
So you made £115,000 profit after you pay your investors.
Yes.
Yeah.
After all your taxes, although you probably didn't have any taxes.
We don't have any taxes.
We lived in the place with our main residence, so we lived here.
So when you sold it, you paid nothing.
We didn't pay any stamp duty either.
Hey, yes!
No stamp
Gotta
duty.
be
That's what I'm talking about. Why did you not pay stamp duty?
Oh, because it was uninhabitable.
Right.
So we actually had to bring this to the solicitors because we weren't even aware that you could claim for this exemption.
They don't know.
It's crazy.
No, our solicitor did not know.
No, they don't. You have to know and you have to fight your corner.
Yeah, we had to fight for it, didn't we? We said, no, you need to do this.
Yes.
And it will go through. And we've done it several times now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why did you choose before you went hard in property? Because I know you did buy the Blackpool one just before the academy.
We did, yeah. It was a little bit hasty looking back now.
Yeah, we were keen beans.
No, tell me the story. Tell me the story, because I remember you came to the crash course, and then about 2 days later, you're like, I found this deal, and I thought it'd be like a HMO. Or I was like, okay, cool. What is it? And you were like, it's in Blackpool. Okay, interesting. And it's a huge block, commercial block, and I was like, whoa, okay. I went down to see it. I didn't even did a video there, and to be honest, I do think the deal was decent. I don't think you did bad. I think that you found a good deal. It looked like it was going to make profit. Obviously, COVID came and things changed. It was the builders that put the price up, I think, that kind of screwed it, was it not?
Yeah, materials went through the roof, so the builders...
And I met the builder, and he was like, yeah, this is the refurb, this is the fixed price. And then he was like, I can't commit to that anymore, have the keys back. Yeah. But like, what was it that made you invest in yourself before going hard in property?
I think, well, basically, we'd been doing a little bit and flipping properties ourselves, just those 2 that I mentioned before. But we knew how much we could do on our own, but there was so much other things out there. So we thought, if we could do that on our own, what can we do with training? Yeah,
right.
So yeah, that's essentially why we did it.
And I think as well, when you're asking investors to finance your deals, number one, you're going to be in a community of loads of investors, which is great.
Yeah.
But number 2, it's much easier to ask people to invest in you when you've invested in you as well.
Absolutely.
So if you go, hey, I dropped some money in myself. I'm trained. I've got accountants and sisters, and I've got support around me. Then it makes you more investable.
Absolutely.
You know, and of course you can claim it all back.
And more credible as well. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You can dig yourself out of holes like Blackpool and come out on top still.
Yeah, right.
Imagine if we hadn't have done all of that training and had a power team and a bit like you were texting you, wasn't it? What do I do with this? Or whatever the question might have been. And to dig ourselves out of that just proves you need to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have gone under.
Do you still do rent to rent?
We
still got rent to rent.
Do you?
Yeah.
Still do that? Even though you can make 100 grand on one deal, you still...
You can't knock a good rent to rent.
No, I mean, it's a cash cow at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
It keeps everything going day to day.
Where are your rent to rents?
Derby and Bournemouth, and we've got estates in Weymouth as well, but they're not rent to rent.
So we've got 2 rentals, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little studio apartment in Bournemouth that does like 500 to £1,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite seasonal, that one. So in the summer, it can do like 1,400, but then in the winter it drops down a little bit.
Yeah,
so over the year, it's about
What about the other one?
700.
What about the other one?
So Derby is a 4-bedroom. I don't want to say party house because a lot of families go there, but it's just a big, cool house.
Yeah.
Pool tables and hot tubs and dartboards and stuff.
A bit like this house.
A little bit,
Yeah, a little bit.
But you thought about doing this
bigger.
as serviced accommodation.
We did.
What made you decide to sell? How do you determine whether to sell a house and make 100 grand, bang, or to refinance it, keep it and rent it? How do you decide when to do which?
We just do it on a case-by-case basis, really, don't we?
This house could have been every strategy.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
every exit, sorry.
Could have been a HMO,
It wasn't going to be. We had HMO door handles on it, wasn't we?
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah, no, right, that's it.
You got a hot tub just in case it was a service accommodation property as well. Yeah.
Then we actually had someone sign up and want to rent it for 24 months under a corporate let.
Wow.
For his company staff.
Yeah.
Then we thought we'd just let it to a family and just have a standard buy to let on ASTs. Then we had the values come out and tell us the figures, and money talks, and we thought we take that money.
The estate agents, you're saying?
Yeah.
And what were they saying? What did they say?
They both said 415.
Yeah.
Which we got 6 days later.
So yeah, it was a no-brainer really.
Yeah.
We can use the money to bring for abroad. So
we even had someone else offer us 420, and so I missed it. I think they were away on holiday or something, weren't they? I missed the open day. Would 420 buy it?
Yeah.
So we could have even gone to a bidding war and it would have gone for more, couldn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But no, we took the 415. We can now reinvest that money into whatever we want to invest in. We've got investors that can do stuff as well.
Yeah.
We always like to work with investors and look for more investors because we can do more deals.
And it makes sense because for them it makes sense.
Absolutely.
Because
yeah.
tell me about that joint venture that you just did.
Oh yeah, so we've got one in Weymouth and it's a 50-50 JV deal, and they've put in all the money for the purchase of the property, the refurb, and they essentially get half a property, whether we flip it or we refinance it and rent it out as an SA. We're not quite sure what we're doing yet, but yeah, they get half a property and half the profit for us doing all the legwork.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, where did that guy, he won't mind me saying either, where did he have his money invested?
In this house.
No, originally, where did he have his money invested?
What do you mean?
So his people having money in banks.
Premium bonds.
Premium bonds.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Trying to say that. He withdrew all of it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
This money, and we were like, no.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're doing them a favour because, and also once the project's finished, they get all their money back plus 50% of the profit.
Yeah.
And when you're able to make serious profits, it doesn't compare to putting it in a bond or.
Oh, honestly, he now says, I can't believe I have money. And he had this money in premium bonds for years as well. And over those years, it was like $8,000.
Yeah.
He made us 10 straight away on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually invested the money on this house as well.
Yeah.
And then,
And we've done deals together,
we do.
We have indeed.
We've done deals together, which have always been successful.
Definitely, yeah.
What's been the hardest thing about this whole business?
I think you've just got to be a good problem solver, haven't you? Like, there's a lot of moving parts and some of it's out of your control.
Yeah.
I've got
So I think that's why it can be difficult, but you just got to be a good problem solver.
Go on, what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually from layer cake, funny enough, of all films, but the art of good business is being a good middleman.
Right.
And I think that's the hardest thing to overcome, but as soon as you can get over that, and you can be a good middleman and the problem
I was a middleman when you fell out of your builder.
Shall we do that?
we won't talk about that.
Maybe not.
How's it been working with me over the process of the academy and everything?
It's been great, seamless, easy, and I know you won't mind me saying, but I've got your personal number, and like even today, the money that you're worth, I can still drop your WhatsApp, Samuel, what's this? Who do you know for this? I'm stuck on that, and you'll still answer me. So thank you for that, because you're so humble that we can still do that, and you don't need to.
Yeah.
But we now do that for others as well.
Yeah.
Starting out.
Yeah.
And we've just got a good friend of ours, haven't we, Simon, that we've got signed up to the academy.
Wow.
A couple of months
I
ago.
met him. Yeah, he's on the academy.
Yeah,
and we had a guy came on Winners on a Wednesday just now. On Winners on a Wednesday. Is that the same guy?
James, maybe?
Anyway, I can't remember, but my mind's gone blank, but it was on Winners on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And at the end I said to him, what's the academy been like? Obviously he said it was amazing. And then I said, how did you hear about the academy? And he said, Darren and Ella.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, and you guys, and I have to shout you guys out as well, because not only do you give back into the community, I know you guys offer so much support to people, especially you, Ella. But I have to shout you out, Darren, because in 2019, when I was getting crucified by the media, and there was people online, Darren was arguing with everybody online, putting everybody straight.
Yeah, I was getting a bit annoyed with the old trolls, wasn't I?
What happened?
Well, I don't know why, but I think I said a few things back to people when, and I know you won't mind me saying, but Samuel's a con man, this training won't work, you're going to lose thousands of pounds. And I'm there doing it, but I'm earning thousands of pounds, not losing thousands of pounds. And what I was getting from the academy at the time with my power team, I just couldn't sit on the side and just ignore it. So I'd actually engage with these trolls to the point where they'd say, but you're a paid actor, you haven't got anything. And I'd just send them a picture of a new car and be like, well, I've just sold a house and bought another new car that I've wanted since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And to the point where I just had to say, no, that's absolute rubbish. I'm living proof that I've done it.
Yeah. But you know what, though, at the time, I feel like that meant a lot to me, because it's all right me saying it. Hey, guys, no, I'm doing this legit. But then actually having people like yourself, and there wasn't really, a lot of people are just like, oh, I don't want to get involved.
Don't want to get involved,
Having people like you that are not afraid and say, actually, I'm on the program. This is how much money I'm making. I really appreciate that, and it shows
Good.
what kind of people you are.
Well, that's it, and to the point where we recommend friends and family, like go and do this. You're in a rut. You keep asking us, like me and Ella, constantly, how do I do this? What does BRR stand for? And we just go, get on Samuel's YouTube channel, won't we, and just check it out, and then sign up to the academy and do it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
One of my coaching clients actually today, I pushed her over to your YouTube channel to actually go and learn more about property and just get.
Well, you said to her, didn't you? Like, Samuel Leeds is coming to my house to showcase a property that we've just done successfully. And 2 years ago,
I think
it was just a dream, really.
That environment's really important. Just surrounding yourself in the good vibes and learning more. You can never do enough.
I've got a confession though to make.
Go on.
Confession. I'm a little bit jealous about this house because it's the perfect Instagram house.
It is very Instagram.
It was so derelict, and now the way you've rendered it, the permitted development, this didn't exist before.
No.
Permitted development extension. It's just like the before and after pictures. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to use the before and after pictures. I'm going to do some Instagram posts. I'm using this house because
go for it.
it's absolutely incredible. What would you say to somebody who was wanting to get into property? What advice would you give as people that have you've done millions of pounds worth of deals? We just tied it up. We went through all the addresses. We tied it up and it's in the millions. What advice would you say to somebody that's sort of starting out, that's maybe just got that as a dream? What would be the steps you would take?
Get off the fence, really. Just take some action because that's what's going to get you from A to B.
Yeah.
Action's key, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think what you said as well about to get off fence, you've got to commit, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got to say, you know what, I'm doing
make
this.
That commitment for yourself. Get clear on your goals and just go for it.
And know what you're doing, which is why education is so important. And I'd just like to touch on Homes Under the Hammer. So everyone's watched Homes Under the Hammer gone, I want to be a property developer. And you see it on the programme, don't you? And they say, I'm a whatever they are, accountant, whatever it may be. And they just buy this house and they say they made £8,000 at the end of it. And it's taken them 6 months. They haven't made £8,000 at the end of it because that's going to be a loss. But they've not done any training. They've not got any power team behind them. They've not got any experience as the first one. Although you need to take action and go and do it, you still need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hence why we put our money where our mouth was at the time, didn't we? So, right, let's get on the academy. Let's get a deal, that big Blackpool deal. We weren't beating around the bush. We were like, action. And get on and do it. And you'll learn a lot along the way then with the people that you meet and the connections that you make and your power team. You just got to go and do it.
And that apartment, the penthouse you've got in Weymouth,
Yeah.
you're doing that on serviced accommodation?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
How much does that make?
So that's currently making about £2,000 a month.
It's incredible.
It's flying.
Just one property.
Because it's got like a hot tub on the roof terrace as well as it's got a private garden and all of that. Yeah, it's really, really nice. So it's flying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you've got your passive income coming in.
We can't even go and stay in that one. We keep let's go down and stay there. It's like notebooks. I'm like, oh, okay.
And what's the fascination with cars, Darren? Like every time I look at you on social media, you've got like a new supercar of some kind.
Yeah, I am a bit.
And you buy them cash.
I do, yeah. I've not got one car on finance now. I used to years back. Used to finance a car, but yeah, now I've made the money through property, and bought the cars. I'm just car mad. Everyone's got their thing. Ella's horse mad.
Yeah, and they're expensive as well.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So,
what about with Sienna? Are you gonna? Because I always have this struggle with kids. Are you gonna give them like money? Or are you gonna teach them, or because you don't want to spoil them? Like, what's your view on that?
She earns her pocket money already. Don't get me wrong, she's my little girl, so I probably do spoil her a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say you do.
And you say no, or whatever. But no, she earns her own pocket money.
She's a sweet girl, though.
She's a sweet girl.
Because there's nothing worse than spoiled kids, is there?
Well, this is it. I think it's really important that when you do have money, that they have to learn the value of it.
Yeah, right.
And you have to teach those lessons because it could be easy for her to be like, well, mum and dad got loads of properties, I'm going to inherit them, I don't really need to do anything.
Well, you've always said, haven't you, she's not to know about anything until she's like an adult and older and proven herself.
Yeah.
She's not going to get to 18 and then we're going to go, there's 10 properties that we've had for years.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess you have to teach her. I believe with kids, to give them opportunity rather than money. So rather than just giving them big handouts, give them opportunity, make them work for it. Because tough times create strong people, don't they?
Yeah, well, this is it. And me and Ella, we're not from money. Like we even said on the first one, on the website.
Don't want Sienna to grow up and be spoiled, like you said. We want her to be comfortable, and if anything does go wrong, we know she's already sorted. She'd be fine now.
Yeah.
But we want her to get to the point where she's got something. Like mine's my cars, Ella's her horses. What's her thing going to be?
Yeah.
We want her to have a passion and work towards it and appreciate it.
Yeah,
So that's key.
We're in a position that we can support her as well, so it's a nice place to be in. You know.
I remember when two years ago. In fact, I think it was 2 years ago exactly. Not quite to the day, but give or take a few days when you came on the Winners on a Wednesday, and I had to beg you to come on the show.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Because
we were like, no, we're not ready.
Yeah.
I don't know why looking back now because of what we've done.
But no, I said at the time, I said, well, we'll do an interview now because you're financially free and you've done some great stuff. But then we'll do another one in a year or two, and here we are. So I just want to say, you know, I really, really appreciate you guys, and not just, you know, the fact that you've done so well, but also giving back to the community, agreeing to come on the show a second time and share and inspire. I really appreciate it. What's the best way for people to get in touch if they want to maybe talk about deals or follow you on social media? What's the best way?
Straight on the website.
Yeah.
DellaEstates.com.
I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, and then we've got Instagram and Facebook.
Amazing.
We're quite active on.
Yeah.
And I'd recommend, you know, going down to the Instagram, looking at the houses and stuff, because some of the before and afters that you do are incredible.
Yeah.
So amazing. Well, guys, appreciate you so much. If you
Thank you.
enjoyed that
Really appreciate
interview, then go ahead and smash the like button. Connect with Della Estates. They're amazing people and they're doing great things in property. Also, dear friends, if you want to see more videos like this, there's a whole playlist up here. And don't forget to subscribe over here. We'll see you next.